Y'all, you are in for a treat. The Season 9 leaks. If you haven't seen, a bunch of streamers have been talking about it. Samedo, RuPaul was the first one to come out with it. Flat's been talking about it. Everybody in the Overwatch community is talking about these leaks now. Everybody gets more health, and DPS do more damage, along with being a vital part of this game with their new role passive. So tune in. It's a good time. We'll talk about it after. Well, good morning. These are the Season 9 leaks about how much the game is changing, and I want to talk about it. I'm just going to dive right in because there's some huge changes happening to the game. So I'm going to start off at the top. First off, look at this laundry list of things that are changing. This is me scrolling down, scrolling back up. These are all the changes that are happening this next season. It's crazy. Yeah, so much. So there's some hero updates. So global projectile size has been increased. So most damage dealing projectile sizes have been increased, allowing heroes to hit their targets more easily. So hit scan weapons with a high spread and fire rate, such as Soldier 76, have been increased by 0.05. So he's going to have a bigger spread when he shoots for a long period of time, but his bullets are going to be bigger. So all across the board, all DPS, their bullets are going to be bigger, meaning they can hit people a lot easier. Every hit scan weapon ability, such as Cassidy's Peacemaker, have been increased by 0.08. Travel time projectiles, such as shotguns, like Roadhog, and Ramatra's Void Accelerator, those have also been increased by 0.05. I don't know if I want to go into all the specific numbers or anything like that, but it's going to change the game a little bit. But that's not even we haven't even scratched the surface of it yet. So Pharah's rocket has now increased speed. And what else? And Hanzo's bow projectile time has also increased, so they're just gonna fly faster. On a sleep dart, Briggs whip shot, Orissa's javelin, Reinhardt's fire strike, chain hook, all those. Let's see. Health pool update. Okay, this is the big one right here. Is the health pool update. Total hero health pool for all heroes, including health, armor, and shields, are increased from around 15% to 20%, meaning everybody is going to have more health. So, again, I don't know if I'll go into specifics, all of the numbers, but we'll hit a few. Diva out of mech going from 150 to 175. In mech, her armor has been increased from 300 to 375. So something to keep in mind with armor is it's that if you have the default color settings, it's that orange bar. So there's the white bar for regular health, there's the orange bar for armor, and then there's a blue bar with shields. Armor is the only one that gives you a 30% damage reduction. So anytime a hero gets more armor, it's actually getting essentially more health. So 375 might not seem like a lot because it's 75 extra health, but it's armor, so 30% damage reduction. So she's actually way tankier now. Maga's health increased by 100. Orissa's armor has been increased. Yeah, crazy. Ramatra's health was increased by 75. Reinhardt, bless his soul, health and armor has been increased. He got a 50% increase to his health and 25 increase to his armor. Roadhog health increased. I think Roadhog's going to be booty this next season. I think Maga is going to be booty. It's funny because I like this for Reinhardt because I love Reinhardt. I don't know how well he's going to do right now, so we'll see. Sigma shield has been increased from 200 to 275. So that's the one that regenerates after I think it's 5 seconds of not taking damage. Then your blue shields regenerate. Winston got health and armor. Wrecking Ball got more armor. Okay, so here's the big one. Damage. let's see, a lot of them went from 200 to 250. So we'll go Ashe, Cassidy, Echo, Genji, Hanzo, Junkrat, Pharah, Sojourn, Soldier, Sombra, Torbjorn, all went from 200 to 250 now with their health, which is crazy that everybody's getting just like such a big health pool now. I like when the characters I play get stronger, but not when the characters I play against get stronger. Yeah. I mean, like, it's hard to say where the meta is gonna be at now with everything changing, because it feels honestly kind of like a new game that's about to come out, like Overwatch 2.0. Yeah, let's keep reading. Overwatch 3, hello, already out. We've been waiting. It takes it back to 6v6. You know what? Let's go 7v7. Let's do that. Come on, Overwatch. Don't be shy. What else we got? So, okay, but Reaper went from 250 to 300. Same with Mei. Tracer only got 25 health additional. Same with Widowmaker. So Tracer went 150 to 175. Widow went from 175 to 200. What else? Okay. Same idea with supports. Lifeweaver's health went to 175 to 200. So now he's going to be at 250 with 25 of that being shield. So I love that for me. Mercy, of course. Pretty much everyone went from 200 to 250. Briggs got a little bit more health, but she didn't get any more armor, which is good. Health increase from 75 to 100. Shield increase from 150 to 175. Zenyatta got like giga buffed. I think Zenyatta is going to be unstoppable this next season. Again, another channel talked about this, Samedo. He talked about what he thinks is the meta is going to go. And I'm kind of basing this video kind of around that just because I didn't know this was leaked until I saw that. But I also wanted to give my takes. Yes. Okay. Here's a big one as well. So global health regeneration passive. All heroes now regenerate 20 health points per second after 5 seconds of not taking damage. Every single hero has this now. So you know how when you're a support player and you don't take damage and no one's around you, you just kind of regenerate health on your own? That was a support passive. Now this is a passive for every hero. So they can theoretically sustain themselves a little bit more without like really needing a support hero. Yes, 5 seconds, everyone gets that. And that's like crazy because if you think about Sigma has a bunch of shields, so regenerative shield, and he has this passive. So not only after 5 seconds is his shield regenerating, but his health is also regenerating. So if we don't touch Sigma for 5 seconds, he's going to be at full health before we even know it without a support hero, which is like crazy because I think every fight is going to go slower. Now, I think what Blizzard wants, now, like what they're changing with Overwatch, is to make it a little less immediate so people don't just immediately blow up. They can sustain themselves a little longer in a fight. We'll see how that works. I'm excited for it. I actually really like when they like change things up like this. So I'm like thrilled to see this. But let's keep it going because that's not all. Ultimate charge updates. So all heroes' ultimate costs are increased by 10%. So it's going to take us a little longer to get our ults back. So I kind of like that because ults are really game changing. And if you're an aggressive player, you're going to get your ults sooner anyway. So I guess it takes the more passive players a little bit longer. So who knows? Who knows how that's really going to change it? It's going to take us a little bit longer to get our ults. With our ults, D.Va's self-destruct, the maximum damage increased from 900 to 1,000, but the inner radius range increased from 4 to 6 meters. I don't actually know what that means per se. I think what it means is because because there's a couple ways you can avoid Diva's Bomb. You can either take cover, which is usually the most intuitive, or you can run away far enough to where the explosion doesn't hit you. But I think that radius of the explosion is just a little bit bigger now, and it does more damage if you're within that radius. So Diva Bomb will destroy you. But yeah. Doomfist, Rocket Punch, max impact damage increased from 50 to 75, while the wall slam damage is increased from 30 to 40. So his punches are going to do more damage. However, they didn't touch his like shooty boy, his small fist, his little hand cannon. Yeah, the shooty boy. His little tiny fish shooty boy. Little Doomfist. Junker Queen's all wound damage over time went from 60 to 90. Reinhardt, Rocket Hammer increased from 85 to 100. Woo woo. So if somebody's alone and they don't have a support with them, it's 3 swings. 3 swings is what it'll take to kill most people. Wall impact damage from a charge from 225 to 275. So Reinhardt can still kill squishies with his charge as long as you hit a wall, and it's not like Reaper, who has now 300 health, and Mei, who's got 300 health. Of course, you can swing on him and then maybe charge or something, and then you can still do the killing and all that. Winston, damage gone from 60 to 75 with his primary, and then his primal rage, his little smacky boy. Shooty boy and smacky boy. That does more damage, 40 to 50. Okay, Zarya. I actually like this for Zarya. Her beam, not that it does any more damage, but the beam is wider. So if you think about it, if it was this big before, now it's like that big. So it's just a little bit bigger. Yeah, you're gonna be able to hit people more, and you might not have to track as precisely as before. So that's kind of nice. Let's see. Okay, so that reload speed bonus on eliminations for damage heroes, that passive has been removed. There is a new role passive, and this is where I think the game is going to get interesting. So dealing damage reduces healings for some odd seconds. I don't know, probably 3, maybe 5 or something like that. So if you do damage to a target, they get reduced healing. So if somebody's pocketing a Mercy and a damage hero is shooting, like, say a soldier is being blue beamed by a Mercy, and we start shooting at the soldier, so Mercy starts to heal him again. It's no longer, I think it's like 50 healing per second. It's going to be reduced to some capacity. So I don't know how much, but maybe 15%. So instead of 50 healing per second, you knock it down to like 40 or something. I'm not doing the math, but like he gets less healing. Therefore, if you're shooting solely at the soldier, because say Mercy's around the corner in a safe spot and you can't kill her first, there actually is some merit to that of like just shooting the soldier for the sake of maybe you can kill him because he can't get the healing as fast, or he gets reduced healing, so he has to like run away for a second, and that helps you in the fight. Bob damage increased. Deadeye initial damage rate has been increased. Damage rate increased from 160 to 300. Cool. Focusing beam for Echo has been increased. So kind of the same thing with Zarya. It's a thicker beam boy, even thicker than Zarya's. Genji Blade, his swing has been decreased, so his recovery. So this means just he can swing faster from 0.9 to 0.7. Hanzo's going to be in an interesting spot because his Storm Arrow, his damage has been increased from 65 to 75, and the cooldown has been reduced from 10 to 8 seconds. So he's going to get his beam back sooner, and it does. Sorry, not his beam, his Storm Arrow. He gets it back sooner, and it does more damage. So I feel like Hanzo's are just going to be doing Storm Arrow only for a while. So I'm like, kind of cool. I don't play Hanzo, so like this doesn't bother me too much, other than the fact that I'm gonna have to deal with somebody shooting 5 arrows at once at my face instead of 1 at a time. Okay, Pharah's actually getting quite a few changes. Self damage percentage is reduced from 50 to 25%. So if some people like Rocket Jump, And they'll take less damage for that to get themselves up higher. Recovery reduced from 85 to 0.85 to 0.8 seconds. I actually don't know what that means. I don't know what they're referring to. Projectile speed, her rocket launcher has been increased. She's got a new ability on the secondary fire. It's an option to jet dash or double jump. So there's like a horizontal dash in whatever direction you're moving. So she doesn't have to just go up and down. She can dash forward or back. So I think she's kind of needed that for a while because I think she's pretty two-dimensional as a character. She flies, she shoots rockets, she can boot people. Like, that's usually about it. Yeah. Cooldown for Concussive Blast has been decreased from 9 to 7. Range from 8 to 15 meters. So less range and a weaker knockback. I don't like that. I think they should just keep it where it was. But now dealing 30 explosive damage. Oh. Okay. So okay. I take that back. I don't hate that. So her Concussive Blast actually does a little bit of damage. You get it back faster, but the range has been decreased, and it's a little weaker in how much it like boops you. So maybe I don't hate that. I don't know. I have to see it. Rocket Barrage now instantly reloads your rocket launcher. To be honest, she usually dies during Rocket Barrage, so like I don't know how helpful that is. So the 1 out of 10 times you survive after using that ult, you'll have a fully reloaded rocket launcher, but everyone's probably going to be dead at that point, so who knows? Who knows how that goes? Speed boost increase, fuel decreased by 20%. I don't know. She's getting a handful of changes. I can't wait to see what she looks like, or how she functions now. But yeah. Okay. So the regenerative passive now for supports, it's just less time, you know what I mean? Instead of 5 seconds like everybody else, it's half the time, so 2.5 seconds, and then all the supports will get their healing. Okay, you'll like this, Phoenix. Lucio's sound wave damage increased from 25 to 35, and the knockback has been increased from 12%. So he's got a little better boop. He's got a little bit better of a boop. It does more damage, and it knocks them back a little bit farther. Movement lockout duration increased from 0.3 to 0.45. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I think it means they can't, like, say you're trying to move forward and you've booped them back. There's like kind of a delay before you can actually like start moving your character forward, even in air. And I think that locks them out of that for a little bit longer. So they can't start to like kind of recalculate their movement until like a millisecond later. So who knows? That might be more helpful. Well, it will be more helpful for you for getting boops. So yeah, I think that's what that means. Rocket Flail damage has been increased for Brig, Kiri, Kunai. Base projectile size reduced. Okay, so it's gonna be harder for Kiri to hit her Kunai because they're a little bit smaller now. Oh, these are the things that were blocked by the camera. Okay. Jump active. Okay. I don't think we need to go into that. There's some like small things like Junkertown's got a few map changes. Yeah, so crazy stuff. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. As always, please like and subscribe, and take care, everybody. I hope we have a good season.